Hello and welcome to the Star Citizen News, going over the important stuff that's happened this week in the wonderful world of Star Citizen for the week ending the 9th of June 2024, along with some updates on Alpha 3.23.1a, Xenothreat, and the 3.23.2 patch. It's the Show Us Your Colours Festival. CIG are asking you to unleash your creativity by showing us your colours. It could be an in-game screenshot, a crafted card, a decorated cake, or a video. The sky's the limit, just make it as colourful as possible. And forget the usual first, second and third prizes. This time they've amped up the contest rewards. 10 Crusader C1 spirits are up for grabs, complete with lifetime insurance. We've got Alien Week coming up from the sort of 15th/17th onwards. So that's a little bit in the future. We've got June 11th. That marks the final opportunity to pledge for the classic Anvil F7 Hornet Mark 1 series. To honour its legacy, 3 ex-service paint schemes are available for a limited time, along with special War Bond offers. So yeah, if you want to grab yourself one of the Hornet Mark 1 series, be it the standard F7C, be it a Super Hornet, or a Tracker, or a Ghost, then now's your time to do it, because they are depreciating them. They are getting rid of them from the in-game shops and the RSI store. You will still be able to get them somehow in-game in the future, so bear that in mind, but they are basically making them very hard to get and rare, and effectively replacing them with the Hornet Mark IIs, of which there is the F7C Mark II and the F7A as well, and they will be making the other variants that the Mark 1s had for the Mark 2s in the future. Guard yourself from toxic environments. They have a new set of Star Citizen Flare 4 subscribers. It's a load of hazard suits, which are actually pretty cool. In Star Citizen Live this week, they made a real quick concept of a flying stunt bike with folding wings and a man and a dog, both with capes riding it. You know all you need to know. There was not much in the way of tangible development information there. They just showed off sort of the concepting process, how it might be done in a very short sort of time frame. Don't have details on next week's Star Citizen Live. We do know that Inside Star Citizen will be returning on the 20th of June. It's currently in its hiatus as they prepare for Alpha 4.0's cycle of shows. Something that you might want to get involved with this weekend, Ammo Esports is presenting the AVS Fight for Kids charity tournament in collaboration with Avenger One and Avenger Squadron. Tune in to watch your favourite content creators play for charity on June 8th, starting at 7 PM UTC on the Atmo Esports Twitch channel. It should be a good laugh. There's going to be some skilled pilots there. There's going to be some YouTubers there. They're not necessarily the same people, but some of them are going to be. It should be a good laugh. The chat should be pretty good fun, and it's for charity. We had the Persistent Universe monthly report for Star Citizen last week. It was pretty good. So loads and loads of information on Alpha 4.0. Lots of development going on into that. So obviously the next major patch, and as part of that, they've got engineering and tons of other stuff they talked about, but also Horde mode. They are making an FPS Horde mode for Arena Commander that may make it into the 4.0 initial patch, hopefully. They also are now talking about Star Citizen 1.0, a full commercial release, though it is going to be a minimum viable product of Star Citizen that looks to be the main goal after 4.0. I would expect 4.1 and 4.x patches still, but the next sort of major milestone after that is a Star Citizen release. The Squadron 42 report was relatively small this time. I mean, at the moment it is just finishing off bits, improvements and polish for the most part. There's not much they can talk about really beyond, yeah, we made this thing a bit better and we're finishing off these bits. It's nothing sort of groundbreaking anymore because they've done all of that. It is in its polishing phase. We're expecting sort of things like a release date to come out at CitizenCon in October, things like that. Squadron 42, really hyped for. It's pretty close to being done, although there are things they need to get done with the flight model and stuff like that, and then balance. I've got a dedicated video on both of those reports that you can have a look at if you want a deeper dive into them. I do recommend it. Some more Bar Citizens have been announced. So various Bar Citizens have been announced as part of the International Bar Citizen Weekend on the 15th of June. And so this is all around the world, and basically they went, look, we've got loads of studios around the world. As part of this sort of event, they would try and do yearly around First Contact and Alien Week. We're also going to have a CIG presence at some bar citizens next to our studios, and it's your chance at these with CIG attendance, these bar citizens on the 15th, to pick up some new digital flair. Basically, each year they have a new sort of digital special item that they have as part of their Bar Citizen World Tours, and they give them out at these events to some degree. So you've had the Banu Tholo, the little fidget spinner, the Banu Cubes, and this time you've got some form of Xi'an item, because CIG have said it's from the Xi'an, and it looks like a little Xi'an pyramid. Also, from my experience, there may be opportunities to earn some ships as prizes as well. Get involved. It's a great time to meet people. Have a look on the related page for that. I'll link it all down below. It'll all be part of the sort of newsletter link that will take you to all the bits that you will want to go to. The sneak peek in the newsletter this week was of the new cave archetypes that they're building. CIG will keep on expanding out biomes, environments, and gameplay area, and just generally improving to the game, adding more content, that sort of stuff. It's alpha for a reason, and that means that there's a huge amount of cool stuff that they've got to add to the game still. Talking about adding things to the game, they are trying to get Alpha 3.23.1a live. So this is just a mini patch that basically tries to get Jumptown and Xenothreat in the best possible state as they can be, as events that they want to run, and also sort of has a load of bug fixes and exploit fixes and stuff like that in for the current 3.23.1 branch. So there are some annoying problems with Xenothreat, or at least there were. They are currently running through sort of Jumptown. They're going to be playing some Xenothreat potentially later today, if not already by the time you see this. The Jumptown sort of tests should have finished, and the Xenothreat stuff should have begun. They've also made some improvements to frame times and some optimizations there. They are trying to get the game into the best state they can. They're trying to remove jank and sort of AI and NPCs just not doing anything, and all the sort of lag, desync, all that sort of stuff is trying to be improved and removed where possible. Some players are annoyed that this patch is still in PTU and feel that the 3.23.2 patch is effectively being delayed for Xenothreat, which is CIG want to get that Xenothreat event out because they announced it that it was going to be Xenothreat before Fleet Week, which has obviously now passed, and they went, oh no, we're going to have to delay it until after Fleet Week. They want to get that done. They want to get that pushed out. They want to get some metrics and see people's enjoyment or lack of enjoyment on the improvements they made for Xenothreat. And yeah, that sort of data is important, especially when they're building server meshing at the moment, because they're going, look, let's see what we can do to optimize each individual sort of server. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully it will be all good and fun. There's a load of updates to Xenothreat as well, including sort of the interiors of Idrises so you can board them, and new cargo updates and some tweaks and stuff to Xenothreat, as well as sort of general improvements that they've made to Star Citizen over the last couple of major patches, which are now in that. So yeah, it plays a bit differently. Alpha 3.23.2 is a major, massive cargo update of a patch. It's supposed to be going to Evocati shortly, so you can expect the 3.23.1 A patch to probably go live and straight onto Xenothreat ASAP next week. They're going to just try and pump that out as quick as they can, and 3.23.2 should be going to Evocati next week. I don't know what's going to happen after that, because we haven't seen how much work has to be done to get that cargo stuff actually physically in game. It's going to be dependent on how buggy is that Evocati patch, and hopefully it's in a pretty good state already. But it does add persistent personal hangars, it adds things like cargo hauling missions, freight elevators, the item bank. It's manual loading and unloading of cargo. It's just so big. It's such a big change to Star Citizen, and hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully that patch isn't going to break everything. Boom! That's our updates for today. Please go check out my other videos on the channel if you want to look at something in a bit of a deeper dive, especially those monthly reports, or exactly what's coming with those 3.23.1a or 3.23.2 patches. I am really interested. If you've got any questions or you want to talk about anything, chuck it in the comments below. Something else you might be interested in, actually, is the links down below as well to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, the best darn VPN that we've ever advertised. It gives you better accessibility, privacy, securability. Those are words. Check out nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Links below. Get a discount. Also, if you want some precision head and eye tracking that's natively supported in Star Citizen, then you have Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Oh, it tracks my eyes. It's so well. It's so good. I can look at things better than I could before. Well, it tracks your eyes, which can be super useful if you use it. If you don't use it, then it's not. It's just an expensive paperweight. Don't make it an expensive paperweight. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for June we are giving away a Freelancer Miss, which is a fantastic little multi-crew missile boat. We're also bundling this with a Pulse, the little tiny bike with the big laser in it. You'll get lifetime insurance on both of those and a Star Citizen game package. So all you need to play Star Citizen, all you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during June. Good luck to you. Also, if you want to further support the channel, please consider clicking the join button under my videos. It really does help. There's also Patreon on loads of affiliate links and stuff like that down below in the video description and in the comments, so check those out, and that helps the channel out too. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great June. Thank you for watching to the end, and don't forget to click all the things down below, or at least the things you want to click on.